I'm Ken Holliday. I'm a course director with PADI. I've been teaching 26 years. My wife and I, Laura Villeneuve, we own Northwest Scuba in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We've owned the store about 9 years now. We do a lot of altitude diving, lake diving. So we do ice diving. We are a 5-star IDC center. We offer instructor courses, specialty instructor courses. We're also a tech rec center, and just now bridging into the rebreather market. Here today, I'm going to be talking to you about safety sausage, or SMB, proper use of them. Some of the students that I've taught have come back to me and they go, I don't know how to inflate an SMB or a safety sausage. So now what we've integrated into our program is we put together the package with the PADI safety sausage, the whistle, and the new diver's slate with whether they're happy with the skills, but it also has a great planning part on the back of the slate. So we offer this to every open water diver that we now teach. And then when we get into the pool, we actually use the SMB or safety sausage, properly show them in the pool how to inflate it. One of the biggest things I tell them, when you purchase an SMB or a safety sausage, you need to get home, open it up, see how you inflate it. Some of them you orally inflate, some of them you will use your alternate air source. So, it's to know how to use it. One of the things we're doing now is in the pool, we actually talk to the students about when you surface, you need to inflate your BCD. Make sure you're comfortable sitting on the surface. Once you're comfortable, whether you drop your weights, inflate your BCD, say the boat is not there when you surface, you need to be calm. Stop, think, breathe, then act. So you pull out your safety sausage or your SMB, and you either orally inflate it or use your alternate air source to inflate it. Some of them you have to be careful because if you hold it out of the water, the air will leak out. So some of them you keep underwater a bit. The next skill I'd like to talk to you about is doing a proper descent. So many divers will descend down, they land on the bottom, get neutrally buoyant at that point. What we train all of our divers to do, because we don't want to land on the bottom in the lakes we dive in, because you stir up the bottom, visibility drops really fast. So what we do is we slowly let the air out of the BCD as we're going down. And as we start to free fall a little faster, you start putting short bursts of air into the BCD. So before you even touch the bottom, you're actually neutrally buoyant, which makes diving a lot more comfortable, easier to do. So once what we do in the pool is we simulate that we don't want to touch the bottom. You slowly deflate after you do your proper 5-point descent. Just before you get to the bottom, you have short bursts of air as you're going down. You become neutrally buoyant, and then we have everybody go for a swim. We've been teaching this way for about 8-9 years now. And so it was easy to transition into the new program. The other thing that's really important for teaching proper descents and being able to be neutrally buoyant is proper trim. Trim is so important. Some people's feet float, so they may need to put some ankle weights on. Some people, maybe their feet are heavier and their feet are dragging, so maybe they need to put a little bit of weight, maybe an ankle weight on the tank valve, maybe 2 or 4 pounds in the non-dumpable weights on the tank band if you have them, or somewhere on the BCD. Not very important to know your BCD, so it's so important to own your own BCD so your students know how to properly trim. Maybe they're we wear a lot of weight belts around diving up in the mountains here. So instead of putting a 20-pound weight belt on, maybe you'll put a 10-pound and then distribute the weights evenly through the BCD in the weight pockets, maybe in the rear trim pockets, so you're properly trim weighted instead of having all the weight on a weight belt. Again, all these skills are very important whether you're diving warm water, cold water. I really thank you for listening. If you ever make it up to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, I'd love to see you. Come by Northwest Scuba, and Laura and I would be more than happy to take you out, do some altitude diving, do some ice diving, and it's a great place to dive and gain some great experience.